All right, shalom. Shalom to the elect of Yasharallah. Shalom to the other men, women, and children of our nation, who Yahawah, YAHAWASHI is going to have mercy upon them. Shalom to all of you. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, call Halalyam NAWA, NAWA, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone, and much due respect to the sincere AHTHAH for our labor and works. Shalom to you believers, to the AHTHAH, which be brothers and few amount of sincere sisters who subscribe to the truth. All right, our Baras's lesson is edifying, laying upon the table, straight to the point. So pretty much today's lesson going into pretty much like an upwards of the people type lesson. All right. So our Baras's lesson is edifying, laying upon the table, straight to the point. All right. Let me get that. Yeah. So like 40 seconds long.
Where is the coverage on this? I ain't seen not one breaking news on this. What a news is. All these damn folks. Tell me what the news is. All propaganda, I'm telling you. Look at that shit. Look at it. Why ain't that on the news? We ain't trying to go to war with no Russia. Y'all need to get y'all ass out of there, bro. I think just trying to get them, bro. I'm telling you. Not one part of news stuff is on it.
All right, so we'll start with Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1 to 4. In the KJVA. All right, so the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1 to 4. In the KJV. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, right? The prophecies are the signs that shall come to pass, that the prophets are going to use to measure diligently in itself, to have them like a rough estimate of where we're at in prophecy, how close we are onto the second coming of Yahawashi, Mashiach, second coming of the Savior. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And if I'm not mistaken, in the GNT here, it says, begin to judge the world that he made. Let me double check that word. Yeah, so it says in the GNT, it says, he answered, consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, prophecies have appeared, you will know that the time has come when Yahawah the Most High, or YAHAWASHI, will bringing judgment on the world he has created. Okay? That's him visiting the world that he made, doing that in the form of judgment. Okay? Um, verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest YAHAWASHI will begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High, Yahweh Bahasham spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so one of the many signs that's coming to pass to let those watchmen upon Yahshua, right? One of the signs that's coming to pass to let the watchmen know that we on those times that Yahweh is getting ready to judge the world that he made, is the uproars. Okay. And that's what today's topic is going into, uproars, right? A public expression of protest slash outrage. Aren't those people, those thousands of people at the anti-war rally in Washington, D.C. are not publicly expressing how they feel towards about, America supplying, Ukraine, pretty much like the whole Russia-Ukraine thing and America being involved. Okay. A public expression of protest or outrage. Okay. It says, then, right, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High Yahweh spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So our power told his prophets, those watchmen from the past, that this time was going to come. Right? And we definitely in those times right now. Let's see. Let's get the Proverbs right quick. Yeah, we can go for sure. I want to get that book of Proverbs, chapter 29, right quick. Okay, so the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, right? When the righteous are in rulership, right? The people rejoice, right? But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Are we not seeing people, even animals, trees, life itself, the planet itself, and every living thing in this planet, especially here in America, is mourning because what? The wicked bear fruit. That's why Job chapter 9, verse 24, how to say that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, just paraphrasing, right? Because what? You're seeing the people fucking mourn. Ain't nobody here is fucking rejoicing, okay? Because the wicked bear rule. These people here, as an example, I'm gonna put up a picture so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Well, not me, the scriptures, like about the wicked bear rule, and how the wicked is in rulership, the people fucking mourn. Even trees, wind, everything here. You see these Edomites up here, right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, profane, right? Profane, ungodly, hypocrites, right? Wicked is said. When the people, So like when the righteous are in authority, Yahshua is not in authority right? That's why nothing and no one is rejoicing. But when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. This is the video I showed you that as an example of people mourning, right? They're not down with the whole Russian Ukraine thing going on, but at the end of the day, hey, that's prophecy. It's supposed to happen. Right? It's only going to get worse from here on up. And we desire that because it must get worse before it gets better, before we get the fuck up out of here. I don't want to make it too long. I just want to, let's get that. It's going to be the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6 to 8. Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6 to 8. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we're definitely in the beginning of sorrows because we're seeing all of this happen right now. Every day is constant hearing of wars and rumors of wars. In the NOT, it goes into saying threats of wars. Instead of rumors of wars, it says threats of wars. Right? And then so while we're hearing a lot about wars and rumors of wars / threats of wars, right? We're actually witnessing hearing wars, talks about wars from a far distance, even close. Okay. While that's happening, you have kingdom against kingdom, right? Nation against nation, right? Country, war against country, pretty much. And then while that's happening, you're gonna have famine taking place, shortages. Okay, and we're in that time right now because those evil hours of famine has already been sent out, and is going to continue to increase to destroy a lot of people, right? The book of Ezekiel, chapter 5, verse 16 goes into that statement how power is going to send evil hours of famine. We're definitely experiencing pestilences, sicknesses, diseases, virus, epidemic, pandemic, okay, and earthquakes, right, in diverse places, many parts of the world. So-called natural disasters in many parts of the world. But this is all just the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of grief, regret, trouble, pain, anxiety among the people. Okay? That's why you got a lot of people constantly protesting against the legitimate governments. Because what? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, right? Just paraphrasing. Shalom, shalom, AHBA. We'll get that revelation real quick. I got a few more scriptures that I'm gonna close out. The book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, right? World War II is already fulfilled. That prophecy was already fulfilled. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. World War II is a prophecy that will be fulfilled, is a vision that is yet from the point of time. I'm gonna get that video right quick so y'all can take a look at it again.
Where is the coverage on this? I ain't seen not one breaking news on this. What a news is. All these damn folks. Tell me what the news is. All propaganda, I'm telling you. Look at that shit. Look at it. Why ain't that on the news? We ain't trying to go to war with no Russia. Y'all need to get y'all ass out of there, bro. I think just trying to get them. I'm telling you. Not one part of news stuff is on there.
So if you notice, Jake, Jake was mentioning how like, oh, we ain't trying to go to war with Russia and et cetera, blah, blah, blah. This is what's going to happen regardless. Look at Joel right quick. Book of Joel, chapter 3. All right, so the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9 to 12. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, right? Prepare war. It's talking about all these nations, like the, Edomites, the Goliath, like the heathens, other nations, okay? And they're being prepared for war, okay? And when you're preparing something, it comes in the form of a process. It takes time. It's being made, okay? Right now, we're in the preparation, okay, of the nations being gathered up. Like that scripture where it says how that the determination of our power is to gather up the nations, something along that line. If you know what I'm talking about, you want about can you copy and paste that scripture up there, about the one where it says that that his determination is to gather up the nations, something along that line. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, right? These troops, these armies, right? Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. And that's what these other nations are constantly doing. They're constantly buffering up their military, okay? Constantly doing upgrades, okay? Like a modern, pretty much just a modern day blacksmith, constantly beating the sword, crafting in it, preparing it for the mighty men that shall go to war soon, right? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak men say, I am strong. A lot of these nations, right, the Goliath, especially the heathens, right, the Gentiles, are literally in that spirit of saying, I am strong, because they see how weak America is right now, ever since, these damn devils put Sleepy Joe in the office. And all the other weird people that's supposed to be like a very important face that represents America. They're like, yo, America's weak as hell. The nation is like, man, I'm strong now. Let's go whoop America's ass. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord YAHAWASHI. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the valley of YAHWASHI, the valley of Yahweh's judgment. Was supposed to take place like in the Middle East area, and a lot of people are going to die out, right, in that war. Especially when that draft is finally here, right before your eyes, here in America. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And you're going to have a lot of Hebrew Israelites that's going to be out there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of Yahweh's judgment, because they behave like the heathen, so they're going to be treated as a heathen. They're going to get destroyed. Okay, believe it or not, there will be a lot of there will be Hebrews, like so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, men and women, those who are able bodies to go fight for this place. And our power's going to throw your ass out there just so you can come up to the valley of YAHAWASHI and get fucking judged there. Okay, men and women, right? Um, let's get one more. Matter of fact, since I quoted that, I'll get it right quick. Let's get it right there. My determination is to gather the nation. Something along that line. That's what came to mind when it says how that when it says proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Right? When you're preparing something, something is in a process, is being done. Let's see. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour out upon them my indignation. Right? Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's righteous anger. Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So that's what our power is doing right now. Like he's preparing war among these Gentiles, right? Right? He's gathering the nations. He's putting the pieces together for this for all these nations to get ready for what? For that third woe that cometh quick. Okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. Okay, the second woe passed, and behold, the third woe comes quickly. Paraphrasing. But before that, there's a process happening. The nations are being gathered. War is being prepared. Okay, so it doesn't matter how much of the uproars of the people are doing out there, how much they're constantly protesting, how many people that's out there protesting. You cannot stop this truth. You cannot stop prophecies. Okay, and I'm gonna get that right quick in 2 Corinthians. Right. Okay, so the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So it doesn't matter how much of protesting that the people do to try to stop, this third wolf that comes quickly. Okay, there's nothing you can do but just for it. You got to accept it. You got to accept the fact that there's going to be World War III. America is going to be destroyed after nuclear fire. Okay, and if you don't want to believe in that, hey, I'll just end it with that. Then if you don't want to believe, hey, let all the unfaithful die in their unfaithfulness. Is paraphrasing. In 2 chapter 15, verse 1-4. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, Yasharala, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Indians, Israelite cloners, the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahawah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So whenever you have the prophets, the teachers that comes on the behalf of Yahawah that has a testimony of Yahawah Mashiach, spirit of prophecy, those who fits under Amos 3:7, that the Lord doeth nothing but revealeth his secrets unto the servants of prophets, right? Every time you see them reading Let's say teaching you, prophesying, they're doing it from the book. Okay, because these words as written in paper in the Holy Bible, they are going through. Okay, so hey, the third woe coming quickly is going to happen. Okay, it doesn't matter how much of protesting people do. Verse 3 and 4. Fear not the imaginations or like first against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Incredulity, unable to believe something. So 2/3 are a bunch of incredulity individuals, pretty much. They are unable to believe what is written in paper, Salakia, as faithful and true. Right? They're not able to believe in the true names by power. They're not able to believe in Jacob's trouble. They're not able to believe that the charagma is the MO to the T breezy, that Arfid Chai P. Okay, they are unable to believe that Hebrew Israelites comes in many shades, colors. Okay, they are unable to believe in many things from the truth in general. All right, but guess what? Don't let the non-believers trouble you from serving Yahweh Shai and occupying whatever lot that was given to you that supports this ministry, that supports doing the will of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so in other words, fuck the unbelievers. Okay, fuck their opinions. Verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So hey, if you don't believe, hey, you're gonna perish in your unbelief. Plain and simple. You don't want to believe there's going to be a World War III. Well, hey, you're going to have to learn the hard way. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 12. You shall know the death by pain, right? Hey, you're going to have to learn when your watch is out there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of Yehoshaphat, getting judged. Okay? That's what I got to bring up for today's lesson, today's topic. All right? Expect to see a lot more upwards of the people, the more evil it gets out here. Okay? When things becomes more perilous, right? 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, that like in the latter days or end days, perilous times shall they be, paraphrasing, right? Dangerous times. So the more bad it gets out here, the more dangerous it gets out here, the more this damn double Esau Edom, so-called white man, the very leaders of the Edomites, right? The High family, the Rothschild, the elites, right? The small hats, the more squeeze of discomfort that they put on the people, expect more uprising, more uproars, more protesting. And it's going to get to the point where it's no longer going to be chatting, talking, screaming. It's going to be very violent, okay? Very violent in times we're coming into. All right, so Barak's out the lesson was edifying, playing upon a table, straight to the point. All right, so I'm going to close out by giving much due, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, 𝐤𝐄𝐅 HAQADASH, Halalyam La, NAWA, NAWA, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, 𝐤𝐄𝐅 HAQADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone, and much due respect to the sincere Akim for our labor and works. Shalom to you believers, to the Akim wa Aqua, but to be brothers and few amount of sincere sisters, who spread the truth. PTA, Abba Soon, Palmer Shala, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHA, Shalak Rayam, Ainasham, Abadium, Haragium, Mashapatium, I'll call Adawamium, Gawayum, Ayabyam Nawa, Abakasha, 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 Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawasha,